we have heard about this, that men should get out of this cycle of life and birth. Can you throw some light on that?
So, putting an end to the cycle of birth and death, I always insist that you don't believe anything that is not yet your experience. It doesn't matter who says it. This does not mean disbelief. No, you don't know, that's all. Somebody tells you a story, you don't know whether it's true or it's not true. So even if I say something, don't believe this nonsense. But don't disbelieve it either. Just see, somebody is willing to sit in front of this many people and talk absolute nonsense, something that is totally absurd. Let me see what this is about. If you keep that much openness, the possibilities are alive in your life. If you believe it, you'll kill it. If you disbelieve it, you will kill it. You understand? Death exists. Have you ever died, anyway? Did you ever die? No. Did you ever see a dead man? You did? Where, Pooja? Where did you see a dead man? Funeral, you saw dead men? Dead bodies you saw. Did you see a dead man? Did you? No, you did not see a dead man. You haven't experienced it, you haven't seen it. Or did you meet anybody who died and came back and told you, I died like this? No. You haven't died, you haven't seen one, nor have you met one. So from where the hell did you get this idea that you will die? Death is a fiction that too many people talked and made you believe. There is no such thing as death. There is only life, life and life alone, moving from one dimension to another dimension to another. So, when the physical body becomes too feeble or breaks up for some reason, either you crashed your car, or you drank too much and broke your liver, or you fell out of love and broke your heart, or you just became too old and feeble. When the body becomes unsuitable to sustain life for some reason, something is broken or something has become too weak to sustain. When the body becomes unsuitable to sustain life, life has to move on. So it does. So when you say somebody is no more, you're only saying they're no more with us. You're not saying they're no more, really no more. They're just no more with you, the way you knew them. So, when one leaves the body for whatever reason, the fundamental reason is the physical body has become unsuitable to sustain and nourish life. When this happens, what will happen to that being? The physical body and the conscious mind goes. The discriminatory aspect of his mind is gone, but the content of his mind is not gone. Understand what I'm saying? The discriminatory choices are gone, but the content of his mind is not gone. So he still has the qualities, but he has no discrimination. So one thing that you need to understand is, when somebody dies, as you know, death today, it doesn't matter, he happens to be your father, your mother, your husband, your wife, your child, how dear a friend he was, it doesn't matter. The moment he leaves the body, he's got nothing to do with you. Because everything that he knew about you is physical, isn't it? When I say physical, not just of the body, of the mind and emotion. All that you know about that person and all that that person knows about you is either physical body or mind or emotion. all these things belong to the sphere of the physical. So when he leaves the physical, all the things are gone and there is nothing like me and my father, dead father. Once he's dead, he's not your father, he's over. So now, once the discriminatory mind is gone, he will only proceed according to his tendencies. This is the reason in India so much significance is given as to how a person dies, so that we can set up some kind of orientation to the tendencies with which he will flow. It doesn't matter how he lived, when the last moment comes, we'll say Ram Naam and this one and that one, whatever people know. But fundamentally the idea is to create some sense of awareness that he doesn't die in fear and greed and whatever else. Because that final moment of transition tends to become his quality in a big way. It becomes one of the major tendencies of his further progression. You can try this with your sleep tonight. That final moment when you're moving from wakefulness to sleep, that final moment when you're transiting from wakefulness to sleep, that last moment, if you can simply be aware, say if you can, but you will say, if you try to be aware, you will be awake. Only when you lose your awareness, you'll fall asleep. If you can manage awareness, something tremendous will happen. If that is not possible, at least try to bring some quality to the last few moments of your falling asleep. Let's say you make it very loving within yourself, or you make it very happy within yourself. You will see that quality will continue through the sleep, always. If you can bring that some quality to the last moment of transition from wakefulness to sleep, that quality will continue. That's exactly what will happen with death also. If the final moment a certain quality is brought in, then that quality will continue. It is because of this understanding. You know, in India when people want to die, they don't want to die in Mumbai, they want to go to Varanasi and die. You know, still people go. There used to be a major… Varanasi is a death place. People used to go there, in lakhs of people used to go there just to wait and die. Because for centuries, this has been one place which was concentrated with any number of enlightened beings. Not anymore. Back then, it used to be a center. So, people thought if they go there and die, there was always help coming. They could die in a right kind of condition. So, this cycle, suppose the body broke because of some reason, the life energy is still vibrant. When the life energies are still vibrant, if the body breaks, either because you shot yourself, or you crashed yourself, or you drank yourself to death, or whatever, your life energies did not become feeble, they're still vibrant, but the body broke for some reason. Now, this being will have a long transition because the vibrancy of the energy is still there, it has to wear itself out. There is something called as prarabdha. Oh, you heard of what's prarabdha? Prarabdha means it's the allotted karma for one lifetime. Because the stock that you have, if all of it comes into one life, you can't live. You have a warehouse. This warehouse is referred to as sanchita. You can't handle the warehouse of karma. So, a retail stock is been given to you to dispense in this life. But generally most people gather more new stock than getting rid of the old stock. In the process of getting rid of this much stock, they gather that much. So it goes on and on and on. Because of this, a certain vibrancy is there in life energy. Unless it becomes feeble, he cannot find another body. If you have to leave this body, your energy should become feeble. If you have to enter another body, your energies have to become feeble. This is what is referred to as samadhi, where you consciously lower the intensity of your life energy, you become so feeble that you can slip out of your body if you wish. And you can slip into something else because your energies have become so feeble, they don't have the vibrance of normal existence. This could go on and on and on, simply because, not because you are under some punishment or reward, it is just nature, just finding its own cycle. So when certain awareness arises within you, not because you read something, somewhere you began to feel the meaninglessness of the cycle. It's all nice, we're enjoying it, but just going on and on and on doesn't make sense. When that awareness comes, that is when you start talking about mukti. Mukti means you want to become free from the process of life and death. Not because you're suffering. Suffering people cannot attain mukti. You are fine, you are joyful, but you have had enough of the kindergarten, you want to move on. However beautiful your school life was, don't you want to go to college? Yes, that's all. You have seen enough of it. Now you want to move on. So, this being, whatever you call as this, me right now, you can… I always use negative terminology so that your imaginations don't fly away. So let's say your emptiness or your darkness, because if I say light, then you'll not start shining all over the place. If I say God, then you'll start doing funny things. This empty darkness that you are, you can't imagine much about darkness, isn't it? You wouldn't like to talk to anybody, I'm darkness. But if I say you're light, immediately you would like to go and tell your neighbor, I'm divine light. So we always use negative terminology so that your imagination doesn't fly off and make you very hallucinatory. So this empty space within you is like a bubble. Karma is the wall of the bubble. Without karmic substance, you have no existence. Karma is not your enemy. It's only because of karmic substance you are glued to the body. If all your karma is removed, you cannot be held in the body. So it is a bubble. Even though you slip out of the physical body, this bubble is on. And once it loses its vibrance, it'll find another body, naturally. So we want to prick the bubble right now. When you say, I want mukti, what you're saying is you want to prick the bubble in such a way that this emptiness which is enclosed within the bubble bursts and… Let's say we blow bubbles here now, lots of bubbles. But the moment they burst, the air inside the bubble, where did it go? It's become part of everything. So, mukti means just that. Enlightenment also means the same thing. If you are not aware of this already, for most beings their moment of enlightenment and their moment of leaving the body is always same. Just a few who know the tricks of the body, who know the fundamental mechanics of the body, manage to retain the body for a certain period of time. Otherwise, moment of enlightenment and moment of leaving the body is same.
For more on mystics of India, click the subscribe button and subscribe to our channel. Press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.